All right, 7th graders, this is to help you with question 6 on CR11. It says the cost of either a can of gourmet chili or a can of hearty soup is $1.75. Hakan bought cans of chili and soup. He wrote an expression to describe the purchase where C represents the number of cans of chili and S represents the number of cans of soup. Which of these expressions is another way to describe Hakan's purchase? All right, so what they're really testing here is if you understand how to factor an expression or how to quote-unquote undo the distributive property. So I'm going to take 1.75C plus 1.75S, and I'm going to factor. Factor means undo the distributive property. So what we're looking for, is there a factor in common to each of these terms? Oh, 1.75 is the factor in common to each of these terms. What that means is I can undo the distributive property and I can factor that 1.75 back outside a set of parentheses. So I can take my 1.75 and factor that back outside a set of parentheses because that's what matches in each term. And what am I left in my first term? Oh, I'm left with a C. I still have my plus sign. What am I left with in my second term? Oh, I'm still left with an S. So my final answer here would be 1.75 times the quantity C plus S. You can check that by distributing back through, giving that 1.75 back to the C and back to the S. So it's letter B. For letter A, they're wanting to make sure that when you factor out, you realize that the terms inside are being added, so they don't want you switching that to a multiplication. Letter C, what they did was they just took that plus sign and just miraculously made it a multiplication. Can't do that. And this one right here, I do know why they did this, because some teachers teach, quote unquote, divide that by 1.75, divide that by 1.75 in order to factor it out front. So I can also see why a state test might throw that one on there just as a, distractor, because some teachers teach this as divide by 1.75 here, divide by 1.75 here, because those are the factors they have in common, and then pull that 1.75 out in front of the set of parentheses. All right, it's letter B. Hope that helps.